Hey guys, it's Alex here and welcome back to my channel. We are back at it again with another new Switch review, and we did cover one of their new linear switches on the last video. So today, let's all take a look and listen at their new Tactiles, the Light Tactile Switches by Wuque Studios. But first, a quick message to our channel sponsor and sponsor for today's video, PCBWay. PCBWay is your one-stop shop for all your PCB prototyping needs, and they do have a lot of PCB prototyping services to offer, such as the Rigid Flex PCB. So this is for the more complex PCB designs that needs more flex on the material. So this should be the service for you. Just upload the files, click on the settings that you may need, and you're good to go. Check out PCBWay.com, links in the description. A quick disclaimer before the video starts that the switches was sent by Wuque Studios for a review, but I wasn't paid to make the video and they didn't see the final script for the review. Now I'll place Wuque Studios links down below if you will be interested, as well as my affiliate link if you are keen to try the switches. Let's take a look at the switches. So these are their new tactile switch, and again, this is from Wuque Studios and was manufactured by them. So you know it's going to be good. Their last tactile did so well, and up until now, it's regarded as one of the best tactiles you can get, which were the heavy tactiles. So as the name implies, this is the light tactile. So it's made out of polycarbonate on the top housing, nylon on the bottom housing, and of course POM on the stems. Now for the springs, it's a single stage spring, 15.4mm with a whopping 38-gram actuation force and a 55-gram bottom out force. So yes, these are one light tactile switch. Now the switches comes in pre-factory lube, and 35 pieces would cost you around $15.75. So in today's video, it's going to be the usual, but we're not going to do a stock versus lube comparison as the switches comes in pre-factory lube. Now we'll be doing sound comparison versus the other Wuque Studios tactile switch, and for the sound test, we'll be using the Vega 65. I'll link my build down below. Before the sound test as well, please do keep in mind that the sound and the experience on the light tactiles will always vary depending on your keyboard build, meaning to say it will sound and feel different depending on your board. So with all of that out of the way, please do enjoy the sound test on the new light tactile switches. And that was the sound test on the light tactile switches. Please do let me know on what you think about them on the comment section down below, and let's have some quick discussions. Also, if you made it up to this point of the video, I'd like to say thank you for staying. Let's now talk about my thoughts and opinion about the switch. First, let's talk about my thoughts on the feel. On stock or with the pre-factory lube, it was fairly decent. I didn't feel that you need to add more lube, and it feels consistent enough. Normally, I don't like using tactiles with a pre-factory lube as I tend to add a little bit more, but for these ones, I can say it can pass and you can use them out of the box. Now, tactility wise, it has a very early rounded bump to it that you can feel the moment you actuate and bottom out. Now again, bottom out isn't that harsh and has a snappy topping out whenever you type. Now yes, this feels really really light, but considering it's a tactile, you wouldn't really need to worry about the mistyping, as again, you can feel the bump early on, unlike when using a light linear switches. Now, honestly, I am not a fan of light switches. I've been honest about that and vocal about that when reviewing Switch. But pairing it with a tactile, I can say I can give it a pass. Can say that Wuque Studios didn't go for like an MX Brown type of tactile for the light one, and more on like they just wanted to follow up with the heavy tactiles on the light tactiles. Now, moving on to my thoughts on the sound. Out of the box, it sounds like a tactile switch, sounds decent enough, as I didn't hear any pings or leaf crunches, but I did hear some scratches, but not too bothersome, and honestly, it kinda adds more character to the switch. Now, sound profile wise, usually with light tactiles, it's more quieter, and usually you can say it can pass as a linear switch or sounds like a linear switch, but for these ones, you can really hear that light bump, so it has that clappy and sharp tactile tone to it on our Vega build. Overall, I would say these are catered to those who like light switches or a light springs, light actuation or bottom outs, but honestly, light switches isn't for me. I really don't like light typing lights. I do bottom out heavy, but the switches are good. They sound and feel nice, but ultimately it will boil down to your preference when it comes to the feel. Again, I can say that those who like light switches would be enjoying these, and would say if you do want to try something new in terms of a tactile, then you can consider the Light Tactile Switch. And that's it for the video, guys. I hope you liked the review on the Light Tactile Switches. Now, I have more Switch and keyboard reviews to come and a new keycap, so stay tuned for that. So don't forget to like the video, share if you want, and of course, subscribe for more. And I'll see you guys on the next Soundtest. Peace.